Man, do I have some exciting news to share with you. As you know, we've been looking for a place to meet, and we've been kind of nomadic the last 3 months, and some of them's been great, and some of them haven't been so great. But Agent Joe Pruitt, she posted a post on Facebook and said, hey, we're looking for a venue. And somebody responded to that, and we jumped on it. So here's the deal. This is so cool because it's just like Jesus to always be redeeming. That's what he does. That's in his nature. And this is one of those redemption stories. So this building used to be a church. And in fact, some of the folks that come to our gathering spent countless hours remodeling that church and getting it fit for consumption. Well, the church closed and the building was sold to the firefighters for their union hall. And guess what? We rented it for the rest of the year and possibly for the rest of next year. Just depends on how far we go and how far we grow. So, a week from Friday on April 5th, we will be meeting at 805 South 36th Street in the building formerly known as Cornerstone Church. How cool is that? I mean, you can't make stuff like that up. Jesus, people gave, they prayed, they worked to make that building a church, and it looked like all of that was over and all of it was lost, but Jesus steps in and says, no, I am going to redeem this. So I've signed the contract. I've written them a check for the next 4 months. And so starting Friday, April 5th, we will not be at 601 Felix. We will be at 805 South 36th Street in St. Joseph, Missouri. And guess what? There's plenty of parking. You don't have to walk for miles to get to the place. And it's easy access, and it's just absolutely beautiful. So I can't tell you how excited I am to share that information with you. So, on another note, if you've been following me and Jessica and Sherry on social media, you know that for the entire month of March, we have been sharing our story in bits and pieces, and we have been talking about giving and getting forgiveness. Actually, it's getting and giving forgiveness. And I don't know if you saw Jessica's post yesterday, which would have been Wednesday. She did a post about how that when we were just getting ready to meet, and I think this is so amazing. We were just getting ready to meet, and she said she looked in her heart, and she had a box where she kept all of her daddy needs that I didn't fulfill. And we were about ready to meet, and she wanted to let me have it. She wanted to give me all of that pain and all of that hurt and all of those things that I wasn't there to take for her. And she looked in her heart, and the Lord spoke to her and said, you can't have those things, but you can have your daddy. And I was just thinking about Good Friday, Easter coming up, and that's absolutely a perfect picture of the gospel. We all fall short. We all have things that we don't miss. We don't make the mark. We miss the mark, and we fall short. And everybody does. I mean, we're not without exception. In fact, I think that's one reason why so many people have contempt for the church, because we've tried to act like we got it all together. Well, I hope that you never think that about me, because I ain't got it all together, and I'm not ever going to try to convince you that I do. I might know some things, but it's still, I got my stuff just like you got your stuff, because all God's children got some stuff. But I was thinking about how this applies to the weekend that we're getting ready to go through with Good Friday, with Jesus going to the cross. He went to the cross so that he could take all of those things out of that box, so that he could take all of those things upon himself. He took our sin, he took our blame, he took our shame, he took our sickness, he took our diseases, and he bore them in his body on the cross. And I don't know about you, but the more that I follow the Lord, the more in awe of him that I am. But then he rose from the dead and he conquered every enemy that we would ever face. And I love that scene from the cross, his last words, "It is finished." And that's what I'm all about, what Sherry's all about, is that we are trying our best to walk in the blessings and the benefits of the finished work of Christ. And that is so wonderful. So for the next month, for April, I'm going to be studying and throwing stuff at you. Hopefully, I will be able to throw more. I'm going to try to share my notes with you. So if you want to do a Bible study or a small group or something like that, you can. But I am excited. Not only is it Resurrection Weekend, but Jesus came and he said, I'll take that. I'll take all those things and you can have your Father. And I just think that's so cool. So I couldn't wait to tell you about the building, the new space, all of those things. Man, I am just over the moon with it. I am relieved to be able to bring this news to you. So I hope you're well, and we will see you on April 5th. And if you have not registered yet, please register. I'll put a link in the email. All you have to do is click it and let us know. We're going to have a taco bar, so we're going to be doing Mexican, which Sherry will tell you I could eat Mexican every day. And I know there's a lot of you that feel the same way. But it'll be a great evening. We'll have some music. We'll have some fun. I've also asked Agent Joe to corner some of you and ask you to tell the camera what the gatherings have meant to you, because we need to start getting the word out a little more, and we need your help in doing that. So we will see you April 5th at 6:30 at 805 South 36th Street. God bless y'all. Adios.